Studies show that roughly 80% of New Year's resolutions are abandoned by February. That exciting, life changing goal you just set for yourself this new year, statistically, it's probably not going to work out. But what if I told you that this failure has almost nothing to do with your motivation or your willpower? For years, we have been fed the same story. If you fail, you just did not want it badly enough. That story isn't just wrong, it is destructive. Today, we are going to expose the hidden psychological traps that set you up for failure. More importantly, I am going to teach you a simple self hypnosis technique to align your conscious goals with your subconscious beliefs, making success almost effortless. We will build a science backed framework to finally set goals you will actually achieve. Let's be honest. You know the feeling. It's January 1st. You are filled with a burst of energy, a vision of a new you. You are going to get fit, save more money, learn a new language, or finally start that business. The first week is great. The second week is okay. By the third, the friction builds. An old habit creeps back in. You miss one day at the gym. You order takeout when you promised you would cook. And then comes the guilt, that quiet, nagging voice that says, "See, you are failing again, just like last year." This is the shame cycle, and it's incredibly damaging. It crushes our self esteem and makes it even harder to try again. But the problem isn't you. The problem is that we are trying to win a game using a rule book that goes against how our brains are designed. Our brains aren't naturally wired for long term success or abstract planning. They are wired for short term survival. And that brings us to the first myth we need to bust. Myth number one: you failed because you weren't motivated enough. We have all been there, thinking if we just had more grit, we would have succeeded. But the truth is that the problem is often structural. The single biggest reason for failure is setting unrealistic and idealistic goals. We try to go from 0 to 100 overnight. We decide to run a marathon without first building a habit of jogging around the block. We vow to meditate for 30 minutes every day when we have never even sat in silence for two. The statistics are savage. 23% of people quit by the end of the very first week. This isn't a sign of mass laziness. It's a sign that we are collectively setting ourselves up for failure by demanding radical, sweeping changes our psychology simply isn't built to handle. But even if you set a realistic goal, there are deeper forces at work. They are hidden saboteurs in your own mind that can derail you. This is where we get into the really interesting and often overlooked reasons why we struggle. Myth number two: success is just a matter of conscious choice. It's like one part of you is hitting the gas, the accelerator pedal, fully committed to the goal, while another part is secretly slamming on the brakes. This internal conflict isn't your imagination. It's a battle between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Deep in our subconscious, we hold a lifetime of beliefs and unresolved experiences. These deep seated beliefs can directly conflict with our conscious goals, creating powerful internal resistance. You might consciously want to earn more money, but a subconscious belief that money is the root of all evil will sabotage your every move. You might resolve to find a loving relationship, but unresolved trauma can lead you to unconsciously push healthy partners away. Until you bring these subconscious conflicts into alignment with your conscious goals, you will forever be fighting a war against yourself. Now, let's understand myth number three. One slip up means total failure. This is perhaps the most destructive trap of all. You are 2 weeks into your new clean eating diet. You have been perfect. Then at a party, you eat a single cookie. The thought process that follows is immediate and catastrophic. Well, I have blown it now. I am a failure. I might as well eat the entire dessert table and start over on Monday. Psychologists call this the abstinence violation effect. It's a form of all or nothing thinking, where any deviation from perfection is seen as total failure. This triggers immense guilt and shame, which ironically makes us abandon the goal entirely. Instead of seeing the slip up as a single data point, we see it as a final verdict. This perfectionist mindset leaves no room for being human. So now, are we doomed? Absolutely not. You just need to stop fighting against your psychology and start working with it. Let me help you with a proven 3 step framework to do just that. Step one, re-architect your goal with well formed outcomes. Vague goals like get healthier are wishes, not goals. We need to use a structure from NLP, neuro linguistic programming, called well formed outcomes to program our minds for success. First, state your goal in the positive. Instead of, I want to stop being so anxious, reframe it as, I want to feel calm and in control. Focus on what you want to move towards, not away from. Second, use specific sensory based language. How will you know you have achieved your goal? What will you see, hear, and feel? Instead of, I want to be fit, a well formed outcome is, I will have achieved my fitness goal when I can run 3 or 5 kilometers without stopping. And I will feel a surge of energy throughout my day. This makes the goal tangible and far more compelling to your mind. So you stick to 3 or 5. It's not 3 or 5. So it's either 3 or 5 kilometers. Choose one. Number three, run an ecology check. Ask yourself, how will achieving this goal impact other areas of my life, my relationships, career, and mental health? This ensures your goal is in harmony with your entire life system. Now let's look at step number two. Align your subconscious with your goal through hypnosis. You cannot bully your subconscious. You have to enroll it as an ally. And right now, we are going to do a short hypnosis session together to align your subconscious mind with the goals you want to achieve this new year. If you can, find a quiet space, quiet, safe space where you will not be disturbed. Make sure you are not driving or operating machinery. Sit comfortably, and when you are ready, just allow your eyes to gently close. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just let go of any surface tension in your body. Another deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow your shoulders to drop and relax. One more deep breath in and out, letting yourself sink into a state of calm awareness. Now, I want you to bring to mind that goal you have for this new year. That one important goal you just redefined. I want you to imagine, just for a moment, that it is the end of this year, this new year, and you have already achieved it. Build a picture in your mind. See what you would see. Feel how you would feel having achieved this goal. Make the colors bright and vivid. Hear the sounds around you. Maybe the sound of your own voice or the praise of others. Most importantly, I want you to feel the feeling of having already succeeded. Feel it now. Is it pride, joy, relief, freedom? Whatever that core emotion is, I want you to feel it now. Let that feeling of success expand through your entire body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. As you hold this powerful feeling, silently repeat a simple statement to yourself in the present tense, as if it is already true. For example, I am strong, healthy, and full of energy. Or, I am financially abundant and free. Repeat it a few times, letting the feeling and the words merge together, programming this new reality into your subconscious mind. Take one last moment to soak in this feeling of success. Know that you can return to this feeling anytime you want. And when you are ready, you can take a final deep breath and slowly, gently open your eyes, bringing this powerful alignment back with you into the waking world. Now, let's learn the next step. Step number 3, embrace imperfect action. This may be the most important step. You must give yourself permission to be imperfect. Ditch the all or nothing mindset. Instead, adopt this simple but powerful rule. And what's the rule? Never miss twice. Did you skip your workout today? That's fine. You are human. Your only rule is that you do not miss tomorrow. One missed day is an accident. Two missed days is the beginning of a new unwanted habit or the start of the old habit. This approach breaks the cycle of shame and allows for setbacks without letting them become complete derailments. This is all part of practicing self compassion. Research shows that self compassion, not self criticism, is one of the strongest predictors of long term success. Treat your setbacks with curiosity, not judgment. Every mistake is not a failure, it is data. So, what's the bottom line? The reason your resolutions fail isn't that you are a failure. It's because you were given the wrong strategy. You were told to rely on willpower when you should have been redesigning your goal. You were told to just try harder when you should have been aligning your subconscious. You were told to be perfect when you should have been practicing self compassion. This year doesn't have to be another repeat of the last. Your goals for this new year aren't doomed. You just used a powerful tool to get the instruction manual for your own mind. Let me know in the comments which goal you are programming for this new year using this self hypnosis technique. And if you want more science backed strategies on how to work with your mind instead of against it, make sure you stay subscribed. You have the power to change. You just have to do it the right way. And if you are looking at a step by step method to turn disempowering emotions into power, I have a free space for you called the HATS method. The link is in the description. I will see you in the next one. Until then, take charge.